Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. We are celebrating Bhagwan's 141st Jayanti. Because of the prevailing peculiar circumstances, the celebrations are going to be very quiet and absurdly low key. Perhaps Bhagwan would have liked it. But as devotees, are you not keen to celebrate his birthday? As Muruganar beautifully put it in Punarasu Varnam song, will you not like to celebrate with Vidhanam Katti Tongal Vittu Vinodam Ser? I repeat, Vidhanam Katti Tongal Vittu Vinodam Ser. Unfortunately, circumstances prevented. We need not lose heart, not at all. Let us follow the example of Pusala Nayanar, whose episode in Peri Puranam is unique and revealing. Peri Puranam, recording the lives of Shiva Adiyas and their unmatched devotion to Shiva, captivated Bhagavan in his young age. In Tirunundravoor village, not far away from Chennai, Pusalar was a humble but totally dedicated to Shiva Bhakta. He wanted to build a grand temple to Lord Shiva. He was utterly poor. That did not put him off. He decided to build the temple in his heart. Yes, in his heart. Sitting quietly in meditation, he goes about building the temple systematically, step by step and brick by brick. It takes 7 years for completing the temple. Choosing an auspicious day, he fixes up the date for Kumbhabhishekam. Here, the Lord's Leela takes over. The Pandya king, who is a great Shiva Bhakta, has built a grand temple for Kailasanatha at Kanchipuram. He chooses an auspicious day for the Kumbhabhishekam of Kailasanatha temple. The previous night of the chosen day, Shiva appears in the king's dream and tells him, Bhakta, please choose an alternate day, as I have to attend the Kumbhabhishekam of the temple built by Pusalar of Tirunundravoor on the same date. The king comes over to Tirunundravoor, and the new temple is nowhere to be seen. On inquiring, the locals tell him, Pusalar is a simple Bhakta who has been sitting and meditating for several years. King earnestly approaches Pusalar, and later it tells how he has built the temple in his heart. The king, who himself is a great Shiva Bhakta, is overwhelmed. Then Pusalar invites the king to attend his Kumbhabhishekam. Then both Pusalar and the king sit in devotion, diving deep into their hearts and joyfully attend the Kumbhabhishekam in all its grandeur. So let us not lose heart. Let us celebrate the Jayanti in all its grandeur in our hearts. Now coming to COVID, the media has covered it very well indeed. The devastation caused by it all around the world. Are we humans paying for all the omissions and commissions and trespasses committed by our conspicuous consumption, disregarding nature's checks and balances? Bhagavan gave great importance to the virtue of sikkanam, thrift. He put it in practice every way possible. His example was the greatest teaching in adopting thrift, sikkanam, as in other matters. If and if only the humanity has practiced thrift, we will not be in today's devastation situation. While the human race is paying the price, flora and fauna seem flourishing. Atmospheric pollution is considerably less. As a result, rivers are cleaner and there is bumper harvest in Tanjore rice belt. The Kuruvi harvest of rice paddy is so abundant, there is problem of storage. Here at home, one should see the flowers in the ashram garden, Tharambu, Magnolia, Nagalingam, bigger and brighter with more fragrance. Vegetables from our organic farm are larger and tastier. As for fauna, we see the birds are chirpier and active. Never before so many peacocks were born as in this season. This lesson is a message to all of us. The message is very clear. Let us humans adopt the virtue of practicing Sikhanam thrift. That would be a fitting homage to our master. What about COVID? When will it be over? Let us not brood over it too much. Bhagavan assured a worried Western devotee during the peak of World War II, when Hitler seemed to be unstoppable, within a quote, there is a creator, he will take care of his creation, quote ends. So let us not worry about it, let us concentrate on our inward journey. Jai Bhagavan.